accept our coming. Before me, you have no doubt heard a number of speeches which I suspect have been in the Urdu language, and I would prefer to focus my discourse, short discourse, in English. The ratio between is like going and driving the first gear into the sixth gear. I mean, English, Scottish is from first to second, but English to Urdu is from 1 to 6, a different ratio. So I'm not going to try. I've done it before, but then na idhar ka na udhar ka. So I think English is okay. Yeah, that's fine. The very important question that you need to ask yourself is, why are we celebrating, or why are we talking about Khatm al-Nubuwwat? Is there anyone in this room who doesn't believe in Khatm al-Nubuwwat? So what are we doing here? That should be a very serious question. What are we doing here? You're like preaching to the converted. Preaching to the converted. Everyone here accepts that there is no prophet after the Prophet ﷺ. So what are we doing here? That's the first question. And then the second question is, why on Christmas Day? Couldn't Khatm al-Nubuwwat could have been done on any other day? I don't know whether this was done on purpose, but I found it very interesting to talk about Khatm al-Nubuwwat on Christmas, because Khatm al-Nubuwwat has a relationship to Christmas. And you're probably thinking, yeah, what's that? But it has a relationship to Christmas, because not the actual Christmas, the Christmas that the pagan Christmas, all that rubbish about Christmas, not that. The general mafhum of Christmas today in the modern world for Christians is Christmas is the birthday of Jesus. That's the understanding, although Christmas does have pagan origins. But what really is that? Khatm al-Nubuwwat has an intrinsic relationship with Isa alayhi salam. And that's why when I was told Christmas Day, Khatm al-Nubuwwat, I mean, you could have done Christmas Day Kami. No one would have had a problem with that. You could have a Christmas Day, any other topic, Miraj al-Nabi, but no, Christmas Day and Khatm al-Nubuwwat. I found that, maybe it was coincidental for some people, but I found that very, very interesting. So I want to answer the first question. What is the first question? What was the first question I asked? Why? What are we here? There's no one in the audience who is confused, isn't there? Is there any confusion in the Ummah that prophethood is maybe possible after the Prophet? No. So then what are we doing here? Are we just here to count sawab and to eat langar sharif? What are we actually doing here? What is the purpose of a Khatm al-Nubuwwat conference? Of course, to reinforce the message of Khatm al-Nubuwwat, that's fine. Why is Khatm al-Nubuwwat one of so significance that we should have been resting at our homes this evening because it's holiday, but we come to the masjid and consider Khatm al-Nubuwwat. Why? You see, in the modern day, one of the most relevant subjects for all Muslims, if you allow me to use this word, the most relevant subject for all Muslims is one subject, and the name of that subject is Ashratu Sa'ah, the signs of the last days. That's the most, because what happened before doesn't matter. But what is going to happen, this is very, very important. No one cares about the burglary that happened 2 years ago in your area, but if your house is amenable to burglary again, you must prepare for the thief, you must prepare for the burglar. You can't say, oh no, my house is safe. You have to prepare. You can't live in the past. Say, oh, who are you? Who are who? No. You have to look at the future. So the future and the signs of the future is the most important subjects for the Muslims today. And in all of the signs of the future, the most important sign of all of them, Ashratu Sa'a, all of the signs on one part and one sign on the other part, this one sign is more important than all of the other signs. Why? When the sun rises from the west, it rises, you've got no control over it. When the ad-dukhan, when the smoke comes from the, no control over it. When Yajuj, Majuj come, you've got no control over it. But there is one sign of the end of days over which you must prepare for. And not only prepare for, from the time of Adam alayhi salam up to Sayyidina Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, all the Anbiya alayhi salam prepared for this one sign. And what was that one sign? That was the one sign of Dajjal. And you say, Dajjal is just one man. Why was Nuh alayhi salam talking about Dajjal when Dajjal wasn't even going to come in Nuh alayhi salam's time? Why was Ibrahim alayhi salam talking about Dajjal when Dajjal wasn't going to come in his time? I mean, मुझे और आपको गुमान हो सकता है कि भाई अंदेशा है कि वो आएगा या नहीं आएगा. अंबिया गुमान और अंदेशे से. So why is Musa alayhi salam talking about Dajjal? Why is Isa alayhi salam talking about Dajjal? Because what is not important is Dajjal. More important than Dajjal is Dajjaliyat. Is the system of Dajjal. That system has been in place in the time of Anbiya alayhi salam and will continue to be into place until the arrival of Dajjal itself. And Dajjaliyat, Dajjal means deception. The ultimate deception of Dajjaliyat, the ultimate deception of Dajjaliyat is, he will deceive you in many ways. But the ultimate deception of Dajjaliyat is on the subject of Nabuwwat, prophethood. Dajjal will deceive you in many ways, but his ultimate deception will be what? I'm a prophet. So he will be the last daku, the last thief of Khatm al-Nubuwwat. So what's the worry about? When he comes, yeah, we'll deal with him. No. The hadith talks about Dajjalina Kadhabina. There are not just one Dajjal, there are many Dajjals. According to one, 33, according to one, 40. Doesn't matter how much. The Prophet ﷺ warned us about Dajjalina. Many Dajjals. What is the common denominator in all the Dajjals? What is the common denominator in all the Dajjals? The common denominator is that every Dajjal that comes on this earth, every Dajjal will be a prophet. So do you see how important this topic is? Every Dajjal that comes, every